Hello friends, I am Chintan Joshi from Nalanda Vidyalay, Virpur Morbi, and in this subject Business Studies class 12, we are discussing chapter number 5, Organizing. In yesterday's video lecture, we have gone through introduction, concept and definitions of organizing. In this video lecture, we are going to discuss about the process of organizing. Again, I am putting the list of topics that we are going to discuss in this chapter. Yesterday we have discussed one topic that we have put at is on discussed. Let me see today process of organizing. Process of organizing. Process of organizing is bifurcated, classified under the four different steps. Number one, identify and division of work. Second one, departmentalization. Third one, assignment of duties. And last one is establishing reporting relationship. Let me discuss these four various steps of process of organizing in detail. Step number one, process of organizing. Number one, first step, identification and division of work. Guys, what actually we are going to do over here? Let me have some rough thoughts before we go for the bookish discussion. First of all, we are going to identify the work, what exactly work we are going to accomplish, and then after on that identification of work, we are going to divide the work. Let me see the bookish topic. The process of organizing starts with the identification and division of work. The whole work is to be divided into manageable activities so that duplication is avoided and work can be completed as per predetermined goals. Over here, there is one important keyword is activities will be divided into manageable activities, right? The work will be divided into manageable activities. Why we are going to divide the work? So that we can reduce, we can avoid duplication of work. That is important for us, right? Duplication of work must be avoided, right? It is easy. Next one is division of work facilitates specialization in work and skills which are essential, as no individual can perform the entire work efficiently and effectively. Guys, we are well aware that the production manager can handle the area of production department. If we move production manager to the sales counter, it might happen that he cannot perform as well as he can perform in the production house. The same over here, right? It is clearly mentioned the objective behind the division of work is to get facility of specialization in work with the skills of that particular employee. We know that individual cannot perform the entire work with such efficiently and effectiveness, right? So that we are going to do over here division of work. So step number one till now, right? Identification and division of work. First step of organizing process. Hope so there is no doubt. Let me move ahead. In continuity of identification and division of work, there is one example to discuss with you. For example, the work in a bank may be divided into four simple activities. Mr. Rahim looks after receiving cash. Mr. Jacob takes care of disbursing cash. Mr. Parminder gets involved in processing of loan applications and Mr. Ram ensures sanctioning of loan. Let me continue with this discussion, right? first point in continuity. Here we can say that work of Mr. Rahim and Mr. Jacob, being similar in the nature, can be grouped under job of cash clerk, while work of Mr. Parminder and Mr. Ram can be grouped under job of loan officer. This how division of work is organization can be accomplished. With example, book is example clear is again I said the example of production house as well as sales house, etc. Right? So over here distribution or division of work will be done. Step number 2 in the process of organizing, point number 2 is departmentalization. Departmentalization refers to the process of grouping the activities of similar nature under some department. This facilitates specialization and coordination in the organization. Guys, in earlier step, we have just gone through the identification and division of work, right? Where in the example, we know that the same kind of activities were clubbed as a title, one head, right? Over here, the same kind of process will be done in depth, right? Departmentalization will refer to the process of grouping these kind of activities like disbursing cash, right? Collection of cash, so cash clerk, right? Disbursing loan or organizing the loan portfolio under the loan officer, right? Likewise, the same kind of activities will be grouped. The similar nature of the activities will be grouped under the one heading, right? Under the one department. This will facilitate organization to get the specialization of work from the employees as well as the better coordination in the organization. Second step, up to now clear. In continuity of departmentalization, right? Following are the various ways of departmentalization. We can go for the departmentalization in three ways. Number one, on the basis of functions. If there are same kind of functions, we can group them under the one heading. Second one is on the basis of types of products manufactured, right? According to the products manufactured, we can create one department with the same title on the basis of territory, right? According to the territory, we can go for the departmentalization. Let me discuss in continuity. Number one, on the basis of functions. Numerous activities are grouped into different departments on the basis of various functions. For example, purchase department for purchase function, finance department for financing activities, etc. Is it simple? Right? According to the basis of functions, we are going to create the department. Number two, on the basis of type of products manufactured. Say for example, in this case, activities are grouped into different departments on the basis of product manufactured or produced by organization. Over here, example is textile division, food division, etc. Let me clear this example with a detailed one, right? Say for example, Reliance have their Reliance Smart, right? Reliance Trend, Reliance Geo, Reliance Gas Industries, etc. So according to the department. Next one is on the basis of territory. Here activities are grouped into offices or branches on the basis of different directions or four directions or locations. Say for example north, east, west, south, etc. We are habituated to say that western zone, northern zone, east zone, south zone, central zone. It might happen that we may have the office located into the territory in the central portion. At that time we will call it central zone, right? So on the basis of territory. So there are three ways, right, for the departmentalization process, right, that we have gone through. So two steps of process of organizing we have discussed, right? In the third step, assignment of duties. Once the departments have been formed, the next step is to assign the work to the employees according to their skills and competencies. In order to ensure effective performance in an organization, it is essential that a balance is created between the nature of job and ability of that employee responsible for that job. Guys, यहाँ पर जो चीज हमें ध्यान में रखनी है, that is the next step is to assign the work to the employees according to their skills and competencies. जैसे मैंने बताया था कि प्रोडक्शन मैनेजर को अगर सेल्स में डाला जाएगा, he cannot perform, he might not perform, right? So जिस पर्सन के पास जो स्किल्स है, जो कॉम्पिटेंसीज है, जो एबिलिटीज है, अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट, राइट, एम्प्लॉइज मस्ट असाइन द वर्क, राइट। आगे का देखें यहाँ पे अगर तो in order to ensure effective performance in an organization, it is essential that a balance is created between the nature of a job and ability of the employee responsible for that job। देखो यहाँ पर भी वही चीजें रिफ्लेक्ट की है कि जैसे काम का जो प्रकार है, द नेचर ऑफ अ जॉब एंड द एबिलिटी ऑफ दैट एम्प्लॉय मस्ट बी इक्वल, वो एक दूसरे के साथ मिलती जुलती होनी चाहिए। अगर आप किसी अकाउंट के सब्जेक्ट टीचर को आप फिजिकल एजुकेशन पढ़ाने के लिए बोल दे तो इट माइट बी द डिफिकल्ट वन, या वैसा वैसा अगर हम बात करें कि फिजिकल एजुकेशन के सब्जेक्ट टीचर को आप अकाउंटेंसी डील करने के लिए बोल दे तो it might not be possible to get the objective successful, right? So assignment of duty जब हम कर रहे हैं तब हमें ये ध्यान में रखना है कि the employees who having the skills and competencies, he must be placed the job accordingly. Step number 4 under the heading of process of organizing, that is establishing reporting relationship. Establishing reporting relationship in an organization structure implies the allocation of authority and responsibility among employees of the enterprise in such a way that each person should know who is responsible to whom and for what, right? The keywords are each person should know who is responsible to whom and for what, right? यहाँ पर देखो in the yesterday's discussion, at the time of concept of organizing, I have said these words कि कौन किसको responsible रहेगा, right? और किसके लिए responsible रहेगा, वो चीज assign करना important है, right? It is essential that there should be no disparity between authority granted and responsibility imposed. कंटिन्यूशन में देखते हैं यही टॉपिक। It further creates hierarchy management in which top management enjoys maximum authority, and as one moves down the authority decreases, right? अगर हम ऑर्गेनाइजेशन स्ट्रक्चर की बात करें तो यहाँ पर अथॉरिटी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी रिलेशनशिप में जो टॉप मैनेजमेंट रहेगा, टॉप लेवल मैनेजमेंट रहेगा, वो सबसे ज्यादा अथॉरिटी एंजॉय करेंगे, उसके पास सबसे ज्यादा अथॉरिटीज रहेगी। और जैसे ही हम डाउनवर्ड आएंगे हायरार्की में, अथॉरिटी जो है वो डिक्रीज होगी। These steps involves providing information to the workers regarding who they will be receiving orders from and who they will be reporting to. जब हमने फर्स्ट चैप्टर में मैनेजमेंट लेवल हायरार्की की डिस्कशन की थी, उस वक्त हमने ये देखा था कि जैसे ही टॉप लेवल मैनेजमेंट से बॉटम लेवल मैनेजमेंट की ओर आते हैं, तब हमें पता चलता है कि ऑर्डर्स या इंस्ट्रक्शंस किस डायरेक्शन में मिलेंगे। एंड व्हेन वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट द बॉटम लेवल मैनेजमेंट टू टॉप लेवल मैनेजमेंट, we have discussed that the feedback for and suggestion part will be in which direction, right? If we clarify this further, that if we are going to talk about the top management level to the bottom level management, communication or instructions or order will be from upward to downward, while as for the suggestions and feedback from the bottom to top, suggestions and feedbacks will be from downward to upward, right? So over here we can come to know that who are going to give orders and to whom, as well as who are going to do reporting to whom, right? This helps in creating hierarchy structure among the various department. देखो यहाँ पर अगर है तो अलग अलग डिपार्टमेंट में जो हायरार्की स्ट्रक्चर है वो क्रिएट करने में हमें आसानी रहती है। यही चीज और एक स्लाइड के साथ डिस्कस करते हैं। Further, establishing reporting relationship facilitate coordination also amongst various departments. देखो यहाँ पर जो चीज हमने डिस्कस की है, इट इज नॉट अबाउट द वर्टिकल लेवल, right? Vertical format in the sense upward to downward or downward to upward in a vertical hierarchy, but it is also amongst the various department. It might be the horizontal or diagonal one, right? Let's say the example. For example, the sales manager will inform about sales forecast to the general manager, who will, on the basis of that forecast, sorry, for example, sales manager will inform about the sales forecast to the general manager, who will, on the basis of that forecast, direct production manager to arrange production of certain quantity within a specific period of time. देखो यहाँ पर जो बात है, it is vertical horizontal as well as it is a horizontal हायरार्की टू। जब सेल्स मैनेजर जनरल मैनेजर को रिपोर्ट करेंगे उस वक्त कम्युनिकेशन रहेगा वर्टिकल फॉर्मेट में, राइट? सेल्स मैनेजर विल रिपोर्ट टू द जनरल मैनेजर। नाउ जनरल मैनेजर जब बात करेंगे तो वो अपने डाउनवर्ड की अथॉरिटी प्रोडक्शन मैनेजर को बात करेंगे, इट विल अगेन कम इनटू द वर्टिकल फॉर्मेट, but it might happen that sales manager directly inform about the number of production units to production manager. At that time it might be the horizontal one, right? So step number one, identification and a division of work. Step number two, we have discussed about the departmentalization. In step number three, we have gone through assignment of duties कि किसको क्या work allot करना है, and in this step establishing reporting relationship we have gone through about the establishing the reporting relationship कि किसको क्या काम होना चाहिए, कौन किसको responsible रहेगा, reporting रहेगा, कौन किसको orders देगा, etc. Right? So it is all about the process of organizing in 4 steps. Guys, hope that you might not have any doubts in this easiest topic of the chapter, right? Still, if any doubts, feel free to ask me. Thank you, guys.